Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Monday, the Mystic Readathon Sprints. Today is the last day for the Mystic Readathon, y'all. Man, kind of sad to see it go, but all good things must come to an end. I hope that everyone's having a good time with the Readathon. Want to give a shout out and a big thank you to our girl Nell at Nell Diamond for putting together this readathon. I don't believe, if I'm not mistaken, that I am the last sprint, though it is the last day. Let me double check. I think I saw something in the Discord, but I could be wrong because I am definitely not a big Discord keeper upper. Let's see, where am I at here? Okay, so Paco was talking about possibly doing sprints late night, so you got some other options there. Okay, so anyway, I hope y'all all had a great day. Hey, Elises, how are you doing? Hello, hello, hello. This has been a long day. I got in from work, y'all. So me sprinting at night is definitely something different, right? Especially this late. But, I had my moments. But work was a long day. Got it done. So that's always good. I'm glad to be home. So there's that. Unfortunately, the book that I had planned to read to finish for this readathon last book, I don't think is going to happen. Nope. But that's okay. I'm still going to get it done. And that's okay with me. I'm just charging this phone here. How about you, Miss Ulysses? What is going on? I'm just organizing. All right, there we go. Oh, I'm reading Vampires of Norte. Let me know what anybody else is reading. You've had a long day. I bet. Ugh. Life be lifing, right? And it's a Monday. Well, I am glad that you are. Are you at home yet? You're in California, right? So you're 3 hours behind. So you're what? Getting right off work, I guess? Huh. Tell me about your day. What's been going on with it? I have such a headache, y'all. I don't know why. I have such a headache. Huh. I think it's maybe the season's changing. I don't know, because it is getting a little bit cooler. Although I didn't have to put on a jacket today, but it's coming. I have such a headache, so I'm trying to hydrate just in case that's it. Taking a break from reading and finishing up laundry. That is important. Why did I think you were in California? Okay, you're in the cold weather. Enjoy what is left of the warm, temperate weather before you get cold, because that cold is different out there. Hey, Native Queen, how are you doing today? Welcome to the fold. What are you going to be reading today? Let's see, Alyssa's an hour behind. Yep, not too bad. I was thinking you were 3 hours behind, so you're still off work, so that's always good. Hey, Rally, trying to finish God Killer by the end of the night, but I also have a headache. I was just talking about that too. I have a headache. I feel it like right here. But I am trying to finish this. I don't think I'm going to make it to finish it by the end of the night. I just don't see it happening. I'm at 250 and I got till, let's see, the official the official last page is 363. So actually, hold up. I'm at 242 actually. Anyway, yeah. I don't know if I'm reading 100 pages. We'll see. I'm kind of tired, but books always energize me, but it's been a long day at work. I've been home for less than an hour and I haven't had dinner. So I'm going to do a page out of my husband's book and have cereal for dinner. I've already poured it. I just need to put some milk but I didn't want to be eating on camera here, chomping away, you know. So, oh man. Today. Oh, congratulations. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay. So, what are you doing for your birthday today then? Let us know. Or what have you been doing for your birthday? Let us know. Let us know. I'm glad you're able to join us and get some reading in because that's always a good plus for me. Give me a nice drink, good meal, and a book. I'm good. Reading on my Kindle, Never Lie. Ooh, how is Never Lie? Are you enjoying Never Lie? Sounds good. Don't lie, y'all, but sometimes you do need to. Everybody, make sure y'all get some shout outs to Native Queen for some happy birthdays for the rest of the night, okay? So let us see what has happened on your birthday, September 30th. So, as y'all know, man, someone's getting stuck here. So I read from this book here on this day, Illustrated History. So let's see, September 30th, we have what's something interesting. So in 2004, apparently a rare gigantic squid known as Architeuthis was photographed in its natural habitat for the first time by scientists in Tokyo, Japan. Okay. So basically, scientists in Tokyo, finally got on film a giant sea monster squid. That's what they call it. A rare gigantic squid. Okay. Interesting. I'm assuming it was around before. They just don't have a photograph because it doesn't say that they discovered it. So I think they just finally got it on film, on camera. So a rare photo of a squid here. Let's see what else happened. Okay, here's who else was born on your day. In 1980, Martina Hingis, Swiss tennis player, was born on September 30th in 1980. She's a baby. She competed in her first tournament at the age of 4 and has won more than 90 Women's Tennis Association titles. Wow. Martina Hingis. Okay. I actually know that name too. In 1968, apparently, the Boeing 747 was revealed, kicking off a new era of commercial travel. What they tell us has a 6-story building and a wing bigger than a basketball court. Wow, that's crazy. Boeing 747 was the largest airliner at the time. Okay. Apparently, this day in 1968 was a major achievement for commercial air travel. Okay. What else? Here's good. In 1960, the Flintstones premiered in the United States. Okay. Set in the Stone Age. Okay, that's cool. 1960 and September 30th, Flintstones appeared. Wow. That's a long time. I don't know when I thought that it first came on television, but I did not think it was the 60s. But it has definitely been around a long time. Let's see. What's some other things? Okay, the Boulder Dam. Apparently in 1935, the Boulder Dam was dedicated to Franklin Roosevelt. It was the largest concrete structure in the world at the time. Okay. Very interesting. Well, those are notable things. I will mark that for other time. So those are some things. More happy birthdays, happy birthdays, I love the Flintstones too, right? We're the Flintstone, happy something family, happy Stone Age family. Don't let me get the line to you, y'all. Oh man. So we're going to do, I'm thinking about 3 45-minute sprints, okay? Probably no more than that. I don't think I'll have some brain power after that. I'm already tired. But I did want to, I'm always a big ball of stories. I wanted to tell y'all about not a story, but just something that kind of irritated me, I guess. Today, right? Story time. So Jeopardy always comes on when I am leaving work, right? So I play a little something, something. I do okay. I get a few clues every now and then. But on my way home, not home, leaving out the door, I got a few minutes to spare if I can clock out. So I'm always, playing the Jeopardy. The TV stays on, right? So today there was a clue. It said this famous actress um anyway, basically something about this famous actress now stars as a cop in a whatever hit show, and it shows a picture, right, of this beautiful Angela Bassett, looking like who Angela Bassett is. Let me know in the comments if you do not know who Angela Bassett is, by the way. Let me know. But none of the contestants had a clue who she was. I was pissed. I'm like, really? I don't know. It's this conversation I've been having lately with some things that have been going on or that I've been noticing about how certain groups get overlooked no matter how famous they are. It really pisses me off that you can have somebody, and not everybody has to know everybody, but I know people that know the most obscure people that made a movie 20 years ago, but somebody that of the brown variety, I'm gonna just be honest, of the brown, black and brown variety that is famous, been around for forever, but people don't know who they are. To me, I'm just saying, to each his own on how people are. But if you call yourself an open-minded or a person of the world, I'm going to say pay attention to your biasness out there and who or what you choose to pay attention to. I'm trying to put that in a delicate manner. I just feel like as I get older, certain things bother me, especially with a lot of things that I've been seeing lately, because that's just a prime example of a whole conversation I had with my husband yesterday of some other stuff that I saw. It's the same thing on that same Jeopardy show a few months ago. There was a clue where the people pointed out, oh, you have these famous Williams sisters, right? Venus and Serena. Clearly a picture of Serena, but it was, oh, it's Venus. I know who she is. I don't know. I don't know. Am I off base? Maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know. I had the same issue with at work a few weeks ago, right? There was it was no, this wasn't a few weeks ago. This was around the time of the Olympics. You had Snoop. You know how Snoop and Martha been having their little crazy collabo for a minute, right? Two awesome people, well known in their own right. And I'm sitting there at work, and the people near me at work, don't look at anything like me, but I talk to them, whatever, no big deal, right? But they're like, oh yeah, Snoop really got famous. Willie became a household name when oh yeah, one of the best things Snoop did was hook up with Martha Stewart. She really put him on the map, something to that effect. And I'm like, what? That started me being pissed off right there. And I've just seen so many more examples that I've started paying attention to about just how I feel like some people are just kind of written off no matter what they do. It's just like you can't be bothered to pay attention to who certain people are. I don't know, or give credit where credit is due with some stuff. So I don't know. Let me know if I'm completely off, if I'm just in my feelings about some stuff. But I was definitely in my feelings. One of the ladies at the table didn't even know who Snoop was. And she's not she's not super older. Like, even if you don't know his music, you still recognize the face. I mean, come on now. But still, she wasn't older, and she wasn't super young. But hell, you have people that are friggin' 10 that know who Snoop is. I was just annoyed. I just don't get it. Don't get it at all. Hmm. Or I can just keep in these little notifications. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to a sprint shortly. I feel like I think everybody ready for a little sprint action. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I just looked at the um I'm looking at YouTube here because I was having an issue earlier with not being able to comment in people's sprints earlier. So I was trying to make sure I wasn't having the same issue. YouTube, I would click on somebody's channel and YouTube was saying, you must be subscribed for more than 5 minutes. I'm like, I am. But it kept saying just community guidelines. But anyway. Yes, this cultural bias is like just write off completely who of other cultures are out there. Like it just burns me up. But meanwhile, I'm listening to all this other music and jamming to whoever. I know a little bit of everybody. I even know a little country, But you're telling me that people can't recognize some readily. Just burn me up, y'all. Burn me up. Burn me up. Burn me up. Yep. So so just let me know in the chats. Just if you have never heard of Angela Bassett or Snoop Dogg, let me know. Let me know if you look at a picture, you would not know who they are, whether you've seen movies or not. Just let me know. Hey, Kiana, how are you doing, Miss Lady? Happy birthday. Yep. We're going to shout out Miss Native Queen. Happy birthday. Hey, Lachette, how you doing? Finished the watch along. Ooh, okay. Last day, right? Y'all have been committed to it. That is awesome. Awesome. Okay, y'all. I've gone on enough of a rant. It's not really a story. It is a rant, okay? And I'm just like, I can't. And that is on top of what happened at the sprint yesterday. Girls, y'all, that is ridiculous, okay? Native Queen says, thank you for Kiana. Awesome. And Lachette says, ready to get some reading done. Me too, girl. Me too. I'm going to read my book and also go get a big friggin' bowl of cereal because I am hungry and go from there. We do not. I think you have until noon, if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow to log in your books. So from my understanding, it's kind of up in the air right now. Depends on what people submit. So every last book counts, okay? I think you still got to finish it today, though. So I got 100 pages. I don't know if this is going to make it, but you know what? I'm going to try. Worst case scenario, don't make it, but I'm, continue to enjoy the story. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Hey, you know what? It's my channel. I'm gonna say what I'm saying. I said what I said, and I'm gonna call it a day with that. So, okay. Hey, Jessica, I'm about to go back to it on a chatty bit, but reading Schindler's List. Ooh, okay, you got serious in here. Also need to start soon on my first Fabian book. Is that Fablin or Fabian? Fablin, right? Fablin. Or Fablin. Fablin? No, I don't know how you say it. But Fablin, if y'all don't know, by the way, is a readathon for October that is based off Dungeons and Dragons. And I saw the video today, the announcement. Who is doing that? The word nerd, Margaret. Margaret is the host of that. If y'all are interested in checking it out. Oh, by the way, you have this Kiwi. This is Jessica. She is hosting Scarathon. Am I saying that right? Scarathon, Readathon. Yep. I got my bingo card printed out here. I had to write the prompts underneath so I can remember. But yep. Good readathons for October. Trying to finish one last book, most ardently. I've never heard of that. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get to some reading, y'all. We're not going to have as many chatty bits because my goal is for us to concentrate on some reading since it's the last day. Hey, Elena, 3 books. Ooh, good job. Good job. High five, Chicky. High five. Library and Livy's book. There you go. There we go. Margaret's Readathon. Yep. There we go. Got some good readathons going on in October. Good readathons every month, but October is filled with some really good, unique ones and spooky season. I always like that. Okay, y'all, let's get to this one right here. I'm going to start this comment. We got a 45-minute timer. Make it count, y'all. Happy reading. Hello. Okay, that sprint's done. Excuse me. How did everybody do with that sprint? Hopefully you got some reading done for that. I'm just queuing up the next one, which we're going to go into shortly. We are trying to get some reading done today, so not as much talking. I'm trying to cue this one up here. There we go. Okay, so when we were left off on the chat here, we were talking about Fablein, if I'm saying that correctly, is a new Dungeons and Dragon D&D readathon being hosted by Margaret the Word Nerd. So should be a fun time. If y'all interested, make sure you check her out. I'm just fixing the arm of my chair. Somehow I broke the screw on it. Whatever. Okay, so I did have dinner of champions, a big double helping of Cheerios. And then I had a little bit of beef jerky. Yeah, whatever, it works. And now I have some tea, so yum, yum, yum. Licorice tea is where it's at. I haven't had this in a while. I ran out, so I ordered 2 boxes, not just one, but 2 boxes the other day because I can't find it in the store. So I get it online. Cherie says no reading, taking a break, hugging the like button. Much appreciated. Thank you for the support. Hopefully you're having a good day. Alicia says just joining, got the kids in bed and moved to the bedroom, got a snack and reading The Flat Share. I've not heard of The Flat Share. It sounds like it's UK. How are you liking that? And let me know as well. I know you're in the Florida area, how you fared with the hurricane and all of that stuff. Many blessings. Hopefully everything worked out, okay? Maggie said, here to leave a like before bed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope all is going well with you and you sleep good. I would like to sleep good too. Kiana got to 4% into Catching Fire. Okay, that's the oh my God, what's that? The Mockingbird? No, that's not Hunger Games series, right? Okay. Let me know. Which book is that in this series? Lachette said 30 pages of Most Ardently. Realize I need to film a vlog update. Go ahead and update it, girl. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. I do it all the time. Alicia read 25 pages of Flat Share and did some budget forecasting as I'm on the home stretch of my debt-free journey. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, you have any tips for me? What are some tips to be on your way debt-free? I would love that. I have a long way to go, but I would love that. I think we have the house, which we're trying to sell, so that'll be debt-free for that. However, we still have to go and find another home. So I don't know how that works. Kiana says book 2 of Hunger Games. Okay. Well, I'm seeing that you like it enough that you're continuing in the series, so it will work out. So there are, 4 books, I think, in that series, right? Let me know. Lachette says filmed it during the sprint. Yay. Film done. Okay, that works. Time for some more reading, right? Native Queen says South Carolina. A lot of people are still, oh yeah, this storm was crazy, y'all. Well, I guess it depends on where you're at if you want to call it a storm, but weather system was nuts because it went as far as North Carolina, from my understanding, Florida to North Carolina. Did it go further than that? That's just nuts, y'all. Whew. Be safe, okay? I know some people in Florida that got flooded, but they stay like right on the coast, on the water. And what sucks is one of the guys got his home flooded out last year. And now the same thing happened this time. And I'm like, that really sucks. 2 years in a row. Took him forever just to get floors in the house, but whew. I would like to move, but I definitely don't want to move like directly on the coast. However, storm trajectories don't always just hit the coast. Some, if it goes inland and just mid-state, that's just how it is. So I wish everybody luck out there. Help where you can, okay? Let's just say hi to Kiana. Alicia was on the fortunate side of the storm, only had wind and rain and minimal tree limb damage. My dad in South Carolina is still without power. Ooh, yeah, it gets, y'all. I know that's dangerous. Yeah, Lakeland's a little bit further, I guess, inland in Florida. I guess that is what it's west of Orlando and east of Tampa, right? So you're kind of right in that middle area there. So yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Says, how you doing, Lachette? Alicia says, I've been doing the Dave Ramsey baby steps. They have helped greatly. Everything is in baby steps, okay? Small things. It's just like dieting. Start with just drinking more water and go from there. Well, same thing with budgets. Hey, try eating out less. What's some other things? Eating out less. Don't buy anything. Those are all really good things. I'm a big proponent of if I can't buy it outright, like if I don't have the money in my account, then it's not something worth me buying. Like, even though we're talking about being debt free, even if I put it on a credit card, which credit cards aren't bad, you know, I utilize them to build credit. But if I can't afford it, then I'm not going to put it on the credit card, because I'm one of those people that like to pay my bill when I get it. You know, I think when you're fortunate enough to be able to, you know, have the money for that, it's good. You know, sometimes I know things come up, you know, and then you incur some issues. I have had that in the past, believe you me. So, but it can get nuts. I think my biggest purchase or biggest debt is just the home, you know, still paying that off. But other than that, I think we're good. Like, the cars are good. Just paid off my husband's car a few months ago, actually. So we got the cars paid off. But yeah, it can be a chore. Baby steps all the way, girl. Birthday girl has read 4 books in the Hunger Games series, but I think another one is coming. Oof, man, never ending, never ending, never ending. Maybe 5 is the magic word, right? The magic number for books, just like the Twilight. Or maybe that's the movies, right? Dave Ramsey was a better person. Ooh, okay. He's so mean. Who's this Dave? I'm thinking of Gordon Ramsay, but I've heard of Dave Ramsey. Let me see if I can get a picture in my head of him on my phone. Dave Ramsey. Radio personality. Where's a picture? I don't know. I don't recognize him at all. Nope. I don't recognize Grandpa. But he was born in Antioch, which I like that name, Antioch, Nashville. And he's been married since 1982 and has 3 children. All right. Don't know Dave Ramsey, but as long as he's whipping you into shape, you're good to go. Alicia says, I do the zero-based budgeting. I have to cut out a lot of extras that we had and try not to use my credit card unless I have to. Nothing wrong with that. You know what? I feel like, especially we as Americans, we think we need so much stuff. Like, my mom taught me long ago, there's needs and there's wants, okay? So I'm all about needs. Of course, we throw in a few wants there, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm very good at cutting out some of those wants. Like, I think it's good to deny yourself every once in a while, even if you have the money and resources for it. I think it humbles you. Those are some type of things that I'm trying to get instilled into my husband. He does not believe in moderating himself. So we didn't have issues on that respect. 2 credit cards that need to be paid off. Then we are consumer debt free, but then it's just paying off the house. See, that's the thing. House and cars, I've been told, is a good debt. It goes on the credit report. As long as you're making your reports, it's slow and steady. So there's nothing wrong with having that type debt. It's having the extended credit card debt, you know, that you're paying the bare minimum or not paying at all. And so you're never going to pay it off. Buying things that you don't need, that you can't afford, especially when they're disposable and they don't make you money, things like that. Eating out a lot. I found back in the day, I spent most of my money on eating out. And I used to think, why am I broke a lot? And so I started keeping a spreadsheet. And I literally had the same type spreadsheet. I tweak it every year, but it's a spreadsheet I've been keeping probably for the last 15, 16 years, where I write out, and it's not exact, but I write out like what money I have coming in and what sources they come from. And then I write out like my bills and I fill it in throughout the month. Even my credit card bill, I itemize, and then I have, when I paid everything off. But I even itemize that, like, what did I spend on my house? What did I spend in eating out? What was the actual grocery bill? How much money did I spend for gas? Things like that. So I can be like, where is my money going? So it's just one of those things that helps you out. I think if you don't know where your money is going, no matter how much money you make, if you don't know where it's going, you're definitely setting yourself up for failure. Okay. You know where it's coming from for the most part, but where are you doing with it? I think many people, it would surprise you. That was when I stopped eating out so much. And we wax and wane, but I used to eat out a lot. Okay. So it makes a big difference. But yeah, houses, that's not a bad debt as long as you're, not getting too much house that you can't afford and don't need, and then you can't afford it, that type of thing. Hello, Bookish Euphoria. I like that name. Emergency manager at the VA. I feel well, but an area in Georgia is devastated. That is a sister facility. So I've been working nonstop since last Tuesday. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Oh my gosh. Whew. Yo, it's tough in these streets. I'm telling you. I think Mama Nature is just getting us back. Mama Nature is just fed up. I think Mama Nature is just looking at the world and it's like, F y'all, tell you. Oh man. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, take care and handle your business, but yeah. Oof. Yeah, I hear this this hurricane Helene was just very widespread, and had a sharp trajectory. So it's just affected a whole lot of people compared to, like, I think some areas that don't normally get hit were hit this time. So that's unfortunate time frame. So, but take care of folks, y'all. He's quite tough love. Helped lots of people, but yeah. I think there's nothing wrong with being tough. I believe in being tough and fair. I don't like tough biased people, or being tough and rude and stuff for no reason, like we don't need any Simon Cowells trying to, help you out with your finances. So as long as Dave Ramsey is a tough but fair person, because sometimes I think we need that. I think sometimes we delude ourselves about things, It's nothing wrong with people saying, look, get it together. You stumbled on the sprint while relaxing, so focus on reading Ties That Tether. Ooh, that sounds interesting. What is that about? I thank you for joining us, though. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and come back, okay? I personally normally sprint on Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m. EST, which I will be sprinting tomorrow morning if y'all were around. But just for a few hours, 3 to 4 hours. But if you're around, that's my normal sprint time. But, during the readathon here, I have some other pop-up sprints. But let me know about your book. And also let me know if you are a booktuber as well. Alicia says, as long as you have your 4 walls, shelter, good utilities, transportation, everything else is a luxury. Facts. And even owning a car is a luxury. I know in America it's probably a good idea because things are so spaced out. But that's also, it really is a luxury because you don't really need a car. Some people can't afford a car. So that's another thing you got to look. If you got a car that's breaking down or it's too expensive, do you need that car? Maybe you need one that's less expensive. Like some people like the whole luxury brand. Is like, maybe you need to be driving that Mazda instead of the Lexus, I'm just saying. Think about things like that, I try to be a minimalist. I'm not, but I try. I live with somebody that is far from a minimalist. So we kind of go in between. Lisa says this sounds similar to what I do. I have a spreadsheet with budgeted amounts, actual amounts, and I put all of my receipts in there and it subtracts from the budget. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Is that electronic? Because that's pretty good if that's electronic. The whole thing is just do as long as you're accountable to what you write down. That's the thing. Some people are not even accountable for what it is that they're trying to account for themselves for. With me, I don't. I was thinking of setting a budget, but I just limit. I just think of that. I just make sure that um, what comes in does not exceed what's going out by the end of the month, But I just like to kind of know where my expenses are. And then if I see that I'm getting a little bit overboard, then I just severely cut back in certain areas. So that really helps. I know I'm not going to every day go and write things down and do the math and stuff like that. Because in reality, my little budget sheet that I'm talking about, I mean, I may write things down at least once a month, normally twice. I do bills twice a month. I write things down on it, but I don't really balance it. I could go like 3, 4 months without balancing it. And then I'll balance a few months at a time. But it's just the whole idea of what are the expenses that I'm incurring and do I need to be spending things on that? Like, there's nothing wrong with splurging for yourself a little bit. I like a good meal. I like to chill and go hang out with friends, but I'm definitely not like popping bottles and ordering drinks for the table. I'm definitely going for a happy hour because the food is cheaper. Generally, you have deals, and so are drinks, things like that. Okay. I'm very much when I say I'm going to happy hours, which I like to do those with my friends quite often. But there's a reason. It's basically dinner, but we normally go lunch or a happy hour time. I don't buy a lot of clothes, things like that. Elena is back. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good equals food. Yeah, I know. I love food. Hold up. Sorry, I lost track of where I was at here. People. Is that people? Hey, Christina, how are you doing? Lurking with you on the TV. It's been a long day and just waiting until son's bedtime so I can go to bed too. Yeah, I'm tired too. I'm having my tea here. I'm luxuriating in my licorice tea because I love licorice tea and it's been a long time since I had it, but I'm tired. But we have 2 sprints left, 2 45-minute sprints. We're going to make some dents in these books, okay? Do it in Excel. Yes. That's what I did. I did an Excel spreadsheet and then I printed it out. And then I just kind of write everything on there. Like I said, it's not necessarily for tracking of, hey, you spent $5 on this month, so no more. It's not that. It's just more of where do I spend my money? And at the end of the year and at the end of the month, I can see kind of just instead of going to the bank and pulling all that stuff up, this is a little sheet in front of me. And what's really cool though, is that I can look back like 5-6 years and kind of see like, well, last year I actually saved this amount of money and this bill was paid here, because there's been times that I was like, hold up, why are we getting this other bill or something like that? And I was able to correlate with a few months before where I wrote that down of, oh, this is how much I paid, or, different things like that. I can kind of pinpoint where certain monies was or how much something was, or why are we paying this? Last year we paid this, and you see, oh, they got us. Everything increased. It's just good to know where your money goes. But I do I'm a paper girl. Okay. I love the internet, but I like to write things down. And I think it helps me with that. So one little sheet, which is funny because my friend recently gave me this amazing planner, y'all. Oh, it's so awesome. And it's just a lot of work. Like, it's one of those things that you go in every day. Like, you literally write down like your affirmations. You write down what's my goal for the day, how much money I plan to spend a day. This is my entire budget for the month. This is how much I'm going to spend on this. And then you settle it up. It's just a lot. And when she gave it to me, I was like, girl, she was like, I know you like to write things down. I was like, I don't like to write things down this much. I said thank you, but I think I'm definitely going to have to gift that somewhere because I just don't see myself being that intricate. That's a whole nother job. I just don't have time for. Oh my God. Definitely hydrate and hit the like button. Alicia tracks everything every week and doing paycheck breakdowns, expensive trackers, and for oh, you would be amazing with this book here. Okay. You would like it. At the sprint, I'm gonna go and get that book so I can show you what it looks like. Okay. I think my sister would want this book. She's that type of person. I kind of talked to her about it already. but I just don't see myself going that in depth. I would like scratch out pages and stuff. So just wouldn't do something like that justice for me. But it sounds really cool though. Okay, y'all, let's get to this next sprint here. Okay, 2 more sprints here. This is one, then one more after this. Okay, so happy reading here. See you in 45. Hello, hello, hello. How did that sprint go for everybody? Hopefully you're getting some reading in. Making my way through this book. Hold on, let me get this one timer set here. Making my way through. There we go, right at 45. Where am I at in this book here? I'm on page 281. So, where are we at? So that leaves about, yeah, I don't think it's going to make it tonight. 60, 70, and like about 80 pages left, but got some action going on. Okay, where are we at here in the chat? I'm going to go through the chat real quick and get to the last sprint here. Okay, so Alicia likes to write things down and go through pens like no tomorrow. Yeah, I'm the same way. I keep a whole few notepads and pens and stuff all over the house. And we were talking about this planner. If you're here, Alicia, this is the planner I was telling you about, Me and Me, Self-Discovery and Manifestation Life Planner. Tons of different things in this book. 12-month undated planner, so you can put whatever dates you want. Weekly routines checklist, monthly self-check-in, quarterly goals assessment, habit trackers, expense tracking, affirmations, manifestation, and self-reflection questions. So definitely a lot going on in this book. It's a flimsy one here, but tons of different things, like just really colorful, but like tons of space to write things down. And like you can do my morning mantra and assessments, just a little bit of everything. So definitely way more than just a planner. You got the monthly tracking, you can write a bunch of things down. Just definitely the lady that produced this put a lot into it. So you got the whole planner for, I don't know, it's hard for you to see it here, but really good planner. It's big book size. You can see the size of it, but lots of things to write down in there for planning if y'all interested. Hey, Tiffany, how are you doing? Headed to bed, but wanted to pop in, hug the like button. Thank you very much. I saw you had a full panel on your channel for your sprint a little while ago, okay? Hopefully you sleep well, okay? Lachette says, I like those kind of planners or journals. I find that I avoid them more. Don't like those kinds of planners. I avoid them more than use them. Exactly. Yeah, I'm the same way. It's just it's just a lot that goes into those type planners of writing everything down. Like, I'm not one of those people that seeks to kind of analyze everything about what I do. Some things I do, don't get me wrong, but this is just kind of a lot to me. It reminded me a lot of a book my husband got me years ago. It was called, I think there's a book called My Life. You know, it's one of those what they call it. It's kind of like one of those reflections on your life. Like, it's called The Book of Life. And he got it on one of those, like, I forgot what it's what is that? I forgot what it's called. It's a let me see if I can find it real quick. Anyway, it's a book about reflecting on your life, and he got it as a gift from one of those, you know, type, the Red Envelope. That's what it was, Red Envelope. And that's the company. And the Red Envelopes have, you know, a bunch of gifts. You can get journals, stationery, you know, books, things like that, you know, but a lot of really sentimental gifts. And it's a really beautiful book. It's like a hardback. And then it has, like, the edges are gold, you know, so really pretty, but it allows you to go through your life. It's one of those books that you take throughout your life and you reflect in your childhood and write about that. Hey, what was your mom like? What was your grandma like? Whatever. Okay, when you're 5 years into your marriage, what have you learned? Like, what's the most challenging? You know, and it follows you throughout your life, you know. So it's one of those books that you keep and you fill in every few years, you know. So, and it's a really good book for if you ever want to tell somebody your life story, then I think it's amazing. You know, like if you want to have something to pass down to your kids. But, you know, I'm like, who wants to read about my life? You know, but it's really good book if you want to do that or just reflect, but just a lot for me. It's a chore. I keep it because it was a gift, and I write in it like every few years, but it's definitely a chore. Okay. Hey, Denise Darden, how are you doing today? What's going on? Welcome. Kiana got to 11%. Got to get the girl from dance. Night, night, Kiana. Hope to see you tomorrow. Hopefully you have a good night and be safe in them streets, okay? Elena, 90 pages, 7 chapters. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, one more sprint. Get some more pages in. Alicia says, I ate peanut butter and honey Uncrustable snack. That sounds delicious. Did some hypothetical calculations and read a chapter of Flatshare. You were very productive in that sprint. Okay, I ain't mad at it. Ain't mad at it. That planner sounds, yeah, it sounds like a lot, but you know, if you're going to keep up with it, if you're one of those people that keeps up with things and likes to analyze things, it's a great tool. If not, then it's going to be a chore. Jessica finished sprints and made a cuppa. I'm going to chill out watching the House of Hollow. Ooh, switching to House of Hollow. Okay, hopefully that's a good time for you. It sounds kind of spooky vibes. Sounds atmospheric. I had a cuppa. I finished it. I think I'm going to be done for the day. That's my second, I think. Sleepy. Yeah, me too, lady. Me too. But I'm going to do one more sprint. I'm trying to make a dent. Christina got the younger one to bed, so now I'm heading that way. Awesome. Well, I hope you have a good night, okay? Sleep well and sound. Oh, thank you very much for coming, Christina. Much appreciated, okay? Christina says hi to Tiffany and Lachette and Jessica. Erin Coldrun planners. They do have guided planners and regular planners. There's so many different planners for so many different things. I did not realize there was so many. I think my first official planner I ever had was a Franklin planner, which I loved. I kept that and bought that for years. And then I discovered there's so many different ones. But the one that I use now, and it's not even in depth. Like I use it as a planner to keep my work schedule straight, to make notes for things that I gotta do. And also I use it as a book planner where I have like my book notes. And it's just this, it's just a regular little planner. I just put a bunch of notes all over the place. I won't go into it. But anyway, I just put notes all over the place in it, in the margins and everything. Nothing fancy. It's like, I think it was like $5. Christina says, hello. Long time no see. Small world, right? Elena says my, excuse me, anniversary for PathPoint day program is next week on the 7th of October. Oh, congratulations. I'm sure I'll see you before then, but here's an early anniversary. Which one is it? Like first, second, third? Like which anniversary is it? I'm glad that you are liking your day program too. Hopefully you have a lot of good friends in it too. Lachette says, oh, it's like you're writing your own memoir. Exactly, right? Yeah. As long as you want to commit to it, go right ahead. It's just a chore. But what I will say is it allows you to be honest with yourself. So it's one of those things that's not for the faint of heart. It's like a diary. You know, you have some people that like to pick up other people's things and stuff. And it's like, look, if it's like one day I was doing some stuff in it and my husband was coming behind my shoulder and it was talking about like things you've learned from marriage in your first year and stuff. And I was like, babe, this is not for the faint of heart because I'm being honest with myself. This is a reflection about stuff. So if you're reading behind my shoulder and you don't like what I'm writing, because some of it was about him, I'm like, then that's on you. I'm not going to discuss it. I said that. I was like, I don't mind you reading this book because you get to know who I am, but I'm not going to make apologies about anything that I write in here. And I'm not going to apologize, you know, so, you know, if you really want to discuss it, we could, but I don't plan to have some discussion about it, you know. So, faint of heart. My anniversary for my reading sprints next. Oh, really? Awesome. You got a few anniversaries coming up. Well, happy anniversary all the way around, Miss Lady. Christina was trying to talk to hubby and words were not working for me. Girl, go to bed. That might be what you need. You might need a nice, good sleep. Okay, I feel you. Alicia, I work with 3 planners every day. Budget reading. Okay. Hey, you know what? Whatever works for you to get you through the time and understand stuff, I am all here for it. Okay. Lachette got 70 pages. Okay, awesome. Christina's gonna hydrate. I thought you were going to bed, Miss Lady. Lachette's 20 pages left of Most Ardently, my last remix class. It's awesome. I'm glad you're getting it done. So which remix is Ardently about? Or which classic is that a remix of? Wanting to read Vampires of Norte. Okay, so I've talked to a few people on sprints that have brought up that they have attempted this. It is a slow burn. Okay, so it's to me, this reads a lot like a psychological, I call it a thriller, psychological suspense. That's what this reads like to me. So you definitely have a slow burn, but I'm getting to some action parts. Um, but it's a you know, I'm liking it. Am I loving it? No, but I'm enjoying it. Okay. I'm enjoying the incorporation of Spanish language inside of it. Is that appropriate to say it's set in Mexico? Is that appropriate to say Spanish? I think so because we say Spanish. But anyway, I love the incorporation of that and some historical elements inside of this. But yes, it definitely reads like a psychological suspense that I did not expect. I think if they took some of that out and just concentrated on like what's the action or whatever, I think it would definitely shave off a lot of pages of the 360 something pages of actual story that's in here. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Probably won't finish tonight for the readathon that it was supposed to be for my vampire prompt. But that's okay. But I'll definitely finish tomorrow. Oh, it's a Pride and Prejudice remix. Okay. I do love Pride and Prejudice. And let me show you what I got from the library for. Ooh, this light is lighted. Let me show you. I got a whole big bag of books from the library. But I did pick up, if I can find it in here. Oh. I did pick this up, Lachette. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. It's a graphic novel. So I'm excited about reading this. And we'll see where it goes. Oh, it's black and white too. Seems a bit dense in a lot of the words in here, but should be interesting. Kind of sinister looking people, but Pride and Prejudice Zombies. Looks bigger than 360. It is actually, let's see. The book itself is 371 pages. But yes, it is definitely kind of thick right there. So it's about a little bit over an inch thick, yeah. So, but I think if you sit down and just read it, it goes quick, but it's just, I just feel like it's very wordy at times. But I'm enjoying the story. I'm enjoying the interaction between Nina and Nestor, although I do think they're a little bit kind of juvenile, but it is a slow burn in their relationship. So, yeah. Yeah, this sounds fun, right? I know. Well, it's Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, so I guess that's different. Apparently, when I picked this up from the librarian said that there is a movie. I was like, okay, I didn't know that, so maybe I'll read this and then watch the movie. Lisa have a similar book, Romeo and Juliet Vampires. What in the world is going on? Romeo and Juliet and Vampires. Let me see if my library has that. Romeo and Juliet and Vampires. I probably didn't even spell that right. Let me just type in Romeo and Juliet. Dun, 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 dun. Probably tons of these will come up. I guarantee it. Dun, 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 dun. Tons of Romeo and Juliets out there. Oh, well. Whatever. So we will... fiction graphic novel. Let's see. Okay, so that's something different. Nope. Okay, library does not have that. Okay, and then there's that one Abraham Lincoln Vampire. Yep, I have not seen the movie, but I have definitely seen the preview for that. I heard it was pretty good too. Sensibility to sea monsters. What is going on? These are people that don't like classics. They're like, you know what? If I gotta read classics, let's do a little spin on it. I'm here for it. We'll see what this one's working with. Yeah, the movie. Yeah, I'm excited to see what that's working with. We'll see. We'll see. But that's on the docket for this month. Okay. Oh, y'all, let's get to this last sprint here. Okay. Last sprint here, y'all. Make it count. Okay. See you in 45. Okay, y'all, that was the last sprint. I was getting sleepy reading, so I started surfing the internet and I barely made it. So I'm tired. um, that was the last sprint. We're going to get out of here. I thank you, everybody that came and hung with me at this time that I don't normally sprint. Thank you for the support. So, the Mystic Readathon has been a great time. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm sorry I did not make this one last book, the only book that I had vampire in the title, to make it for it. However, it does work for Latin X month, which is September 15th through October 15th. So I will make it count for that. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for a great time, great readathon. Make sure you log all of your books. Make sure they all count as much as possible. And give yourself a nice big hug and a pat